Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on GTA 5 with, well, a little bit of Grand Theft Auto as they go to steal one of the special vehicles. It turns out a security guard is, well, I don't know if they were trying to stop the car theft. I don't know what was going on, why a random guard fell to their death out of nowhere from the sky over the road. I don't know. Just random guards are falling around. Coffee Addict up next on Forza Horizon 5 is playing around of the Eliminator. And is not spawning in a place where you really want to be spawning. No, this is stuck in a building. Well, I say stuck in a building. Actually, it isn't stuck in a building. It's within buildings where you most definitely shouldn't be. However, does get pinged out. You know, it can carry on, not completely game-breaking that one. If the walls were solid, that would have been a bad time, but they get away with it. What is a little bit more game-breaking is for Rising Swell here. Also on Horizon 5, starting a game, loading in for a round of whatever the flag capture one is called. I have forgotten. Flag Rush, there we go. Thank you for reminding me, game. Spawning completely the other side of the map from where the game is going on. That is a lot more inconvenient. That's a good distance drive to get into the arena for that one. Yeah, I mean, I've come across some weird stuff on Horizon 5. Can't say I've been spawned miles away from the event start like that. Welsh Toast up next on Horizon 5 is doing an off-road race. Things go a little bit wrong for the Fiesta. Hits the water, gets sort of tipped sideways because of it. Makes a helpful ramp for a teammate. I mean, it could have got a lot worse, all things considered there. The Transit did get a good jump. Shifty Lemon's up next on Horizon 5, actually driving around my little technical rally course. Turns out it wasn't designed for a Unimog because, well, when it hits a golf caddy, it kind of gets bounced under an awning and stuck. Yes, it turns out the buildings are considerably stronger than the Unimog. That is very wedged and unable to get out of that one. Yet you can try and shuffles a little bit in reverse before getting stuck again. Doesn't get pushed through the floor. No, just gets wedged. We move to Horizon 4 next with Matt, with one of the best car hats we've seen for a while. The AI Dodge managing to land on the roof. Now, we normally see long-distance car hats going in a straight line, you know, where cars aren't moving about. This one manages to go around an off-road corner, which is seriously impressive. It does get dumped off as they head up towards the start-finish line and made a little bit of a mess of the race, but that's seriously impressive. That to manage to make it around that whole corner with a car stuck on the roof. Captain Raccoon up next on my garage. Less impressive here from the AI. They went out of their garage and they found this, a taxi that just wants to go around in circles in reverse. Quite fast circles in reverse, I must say. I AI sometimes. We're on to SnowRunner next. Now, I know the sort of glitchy weirdness you're used to here with SnowRunner, but this time around, it's nowhere near as ridiculous. Well, I say that. A little road barrier went underneath the truck and proceeded to get wedged, as you can see, kind of in the trailer. Sort of, I think between the trailer and between the back of the truck, and has wedged it in such a way that it is now just doing a wheelie. No glitching and flying through the air that time, just a truck stuck on what should be quite destructible sign. Now we head on to F1 2020 next, with Mercedes making a real mess of things. Now you all joked about Bottas being screwed over by Mercedes in the past. How about the pit crew just not even coming out at all? Yes, Bottas is desperately trying to stop for a change of tyres. And nope, the pit crew are just not turning up at all to do anything here. A second attempt for Bottas, nothing happening. Still, the Mercedes crew just sit in the garage not caring. It gets worse though, because yes, it started raining now, so Bottas is on completely the wrong tyres. Completely, you know, is going to be seriously struggling at this point. Or not only is it raining, I think the tyres are quite old. They're going to have been, you know, wrecked or whatever by this. Just can't get into the pits. Hamilton then tries to pit, and the pit crew then also don't come out. So it turns out they weren't just screwing over, they were just had enough. They were on an off day. Bottas tries again, and it gets a bit laggy and a bit weird and a bit glitchy. But the upshot of it all was that both of the Mercs DNF'd out of it. It's just, lazy pit crew on that one. We move next on to F1 2021 with Cam racing in a multiplayer race. Now they're heading towards a restart. The safety car has just come in. when everything goes completely wrong. Not quite sure what causes the chaos to go on up ahead, but some cars ping together, everything has all sorts of trouble. The car we're riding on board, we managed to dart through the middle. Something actually spun behind as well, very nearly took out the back of them, but they made it through. All of that making up a huge bunch of positions. Couldn't have really gone that much better considering, or luckier for the car we were riding on board with, considering everything there. We're on to Hot Wheels Unleashed next, with also some huge amount of luck. Things have not quite gone so well for the burger truck. Gets things a little bit wrong with boost, too much speed, wrong place, ends up off the circuit. Now, because you can kind of float around with this, sometimes it's fun just to hit the boost and see where the vehicle might land around these maps. It's rare that when spinning and flipping upside down, you manage to land it back on the circuit. Not only that, bounce it off just the edge of the circuit to land on the wheels. Does lose a couple of places. It's not exactly a corner cut, that one, but amazingly lucky to have landed it back on the track. A Raven Scar is up next on Farming Sim 19. Now, while admittedly modded trucks and stuff, this thing takes a little too much speed through a corner, actually gets up onto two wheels, kind of stops turning, hits a bush, and, well, comes to a dead halt. Okay, nothing too weird as of yet. It does spin around a little bit glitchily as it's trying to recover. Of course, with the kind of jackknife trailers, the physics has had enough. It then glitches again, this time more of a problem, as it ends up upside down and in a neat little ball on the floor. And finally, we have got Zack Attack on Beam NG Drive, who is driving a tank. Sure, yes, driving a tank along the roads with the AIs about trying to cause some chaos. Now, this is all very well and good. Sometimes the AIs don't really pay attention to what is going on. First of all, managing to ram into the back of said tank and getting the Piccolino stuck on the back of it. I don't know what the car whizzed past in front of all of this mess was, but something shot past. And, well, the little hatchback is rather crash welded into the tank. The player is desperately trying to free the vehicle, manages to move it to the front, but it's wedged on the tracks. And in all of this, the being wedged on the track part is enough to cause the tank to no longer exist. Yes, a massive tank has been beaten by a tiny, tiny little Fiat. It's just gone. It's just completely out of existence. It's broken the game. It has to get reset. Yes, that got beaten by the Piccolino. Awesome. And that is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form. There shall be a link to it in the description. All the rules and how it works can be found on there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.